And ultimately, one of the things that the anti-noble mindset wants to do always is called transvaluation, which means to turn all the noble, good values that we're talking about upside down. Because if weakness is really seen as strength, then I can be strong. And you see that all around you, right? I mean, that people do news speak back and forth, and like suffering is the new courage, emotion is the new intelligence. We have to turn things upside down to make ourselves feel better. And when I see we, I mean them, because sure as hell not me. But you see that all around you, these messages of how you're supposed to rethink what strength is and rethink what beauty is, and that's just to make people who don't have it feel better. But we already covered that. All right. For the noble man, in the foreground there is a feeling of plenitude, of power, which seeks to overflow. The happiness of high tension, the consciousness of a wealth which would fain give and bestow. The noble man also helps the unfortunate, but not or scarcely out of pity, but rather from an impulse generated by the superabundance of power. And this is something, these aren't Nietzsche's words, obviously, but this is something that I think you're probably already familiar with. And so the noble instinct is associated really with an abundance mentality. You're always seeing and looking for opportunities to win, whereas the anti-noble instinct is looking for, reasons why they can't win, excuses for losing. And obviously, to be noble is to be more aggressive. And you want to face the world in an aggressive way. And, that's your preference anyway. You want to deal openly and honestly. And that's not to be confused with not having any strategy at all. But, Nietzsche associates the slave morality or the anti-noble morality with, passive aggression, manipulation, lying, duplicitousness. The kind of people who would stab you in the back, whereas I guess the noble instinct, they want to do a duel, and face their opponent. Another thing which I think is really important is something he calls golden laughter.